Hi, this is Dr. Noah at Focus Dentistry. So today we're going to talk about how to do some of the exercise before we're going to do a laser release. The reason why we're doing this exercise is we find that sometime after the laser release, the child is not doing the exercises correctly or consistent enough. That's really caused the failure of the tongue tie release. The tongues heal too fast, so without proper exercises, we're not going to get the result that we want. First one is what we call is a deep stretch, where you're going to help your child you're going to roll the finger underneath the tongue to kind of allow the tongue to kind of heal into correct positions. The second thing is we are going to do a tongue stretch. And what we do is we'll get the tongue moving into a correct spot, stretching that tongue out throughout the day, so then it's allow the tongue to heal at a better side. So you're gonna see this little string right here. With your child before the release is going to be a lot further and a lot shorter. They're not going to lift their tongue the way this is, but what we're looking for is this little connection right here. We're going to use our finger, and it's better for you guys to get a box of gloves. It makes your life a lot easier. You're going to use your finger. You're going to push back and roll up. If your child is not complaining, you are not doing it correctly. So you want to do this roll for at least a row of 10 twice a day. So what we want to do is getting that stretch a little bit, and also establishing where your child's going to feel comfortable for you going into doing this action. This is one of the most important exercises that you are going to do for your child. Use this thumb to stabilize and use this finger and do 10 push on there. Your child's going to complaining, that's going to hurt, it's going to tingle a little bit. That is normal, and that is mean that you are doing that correctly. So the second thing that you're going to do is you're going to have your child do this before every time they're going to eat. Is they're going to open as wide as they can. Again, they're not going to be able to lift the tongue at this point that much, but what you want to do is that for them to move as much as they can on there, and you're going to have your child hold their finger on here. Go ahead and hold your finger on there. This is very important, so then they don't cheat. So what you in the beginning you can do is you actually can hold the chin down for them too, and what you want to do is kind of put your finger all the way up here, and you're going to tell them to reach for that. Okay, so when we do this kind of reach, they should feel uncomfortable reaching up. So we're gonna do a reach on here, and we're gonna do a hold up 10, and then we're gonna move on the side, hold up 10, and the other side for the hold up 10. So it's gonna be 30 count total before they eat, and every single time. That chin needs to be held down so they won't cheat. You are going to do a manual stretch, the deep stretches, at least 2 times a day, once in the morning right after brushing, and at nighttime right before bedtime. The tongue stretches where your child is going to be doing, they need to do this right before they are eating. They need to do these exercises for at least 2 weeks, unless when they come and see me 1 week after the tongue tie release, and we see that they need to do additional exercises because they're not doing it correctly the first time. The hardest part of the whole process is the exercise. If you are not doing it properly and the tongue is not healing correctly, the release is a lot harder, and usually the result is just not as optimal as the first time that we are doing this. So that's why we would like you guys to do this pre-stretches to get the child to learn about the routine, and this needs to get done 1 week before you see me.